मैंने ये वीडियो ऑन कर रखा है 2-4 घंटे का, आप इसको होल्ड कर सकती हैं, करना चाहेंगे क्या, या मैं टेबल पे रख दूँगी?
होल्ड तो कर लूँगी, पर मैं बोलना चाहूँगी।
आप जब बोले तो इसको यहाँ पे ऑन कर दीजिएगा, चलता रहेगा। ये यहाँ पे जो इसमें दिख रहा है वो रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है। आपको देखना छोड़ो।
पहले बता दीजिए लोग, nobody tells us in the beginning and the end everyone comes and they want please. अब हम पैदा थोड़ी ना कर सकते जब का जब।
मैडम मीडिया में आने के बाद तो पता चला कि मीटिंग हो रही है।
बेटा अलग मीटिंग हो गई थी, हमारे अलग भी काम कर सकते हैं ना एक ही दिन में। Yes, please start. जैसे चेयर को किरण करता है ओके, कुर्सियाँ मंगवा लीजिए 2-4। कुर्सियाँ तो खाली होगा लो। While apologizing for delay and this overcrowded room, Honorable Minister of State for Women and Child Development, Srimati Renuka Chowdhury, Chairperson, Central Social Welfare Board, Chairman, National Commission for Women, delegates, colleagues and friends, I heartily welcome you on behalf of the Ministry of Women and Child Development. We had extended invitation for 1 rep each, but more than 2, 3 or 4, and in one group 40 people have arrived. So that's why there has been a little confusion. I'm sorry for that. Once again, on behalf of the Ministry, I welcome you to this roundtable on building partnerships with men to promote gender equality and working towards women empowerment. So far, we have had many workshops, conferences, meetings, discussions on the issue of gender equality, but what has been observed is an all-pervasive presence of women with just a handful of men and sometimes none at all. This is the first time that on the initiative of our Honourable Minister, we have organized this roundtable to get the views and active involvement of men in achieving gender equality. Honourable Minister has been wanting to hold this for a long time, but due to various commitments, it has been possible only today. This roundtable is not about laws, it's not about any amendments, it is about the protection of women and protection of their rights. We have been discussing about the Domestic Violence Act, which is just a year old, and it is too early to talk about any changes or amendments, but yes, the time is there to actually discuss the pros and cons of its implementation and its actual realization. The purpose of this roundtable is to address the issue of involvement of men in achieving gender equality. Our Ministry of the firm view that empowerment of women cannot be achieved without the active participation and involvement of men. In the past, many men like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagarji worked towards the cause of women. What is needed now is a change in the mindset of men, which will go a long way in reducing the balance in the gender equation to make men and women equal partners in society. We have to clearly understand that this is not just women, but everyone who will benefit from gender equality, since the negative impact of gender inequality is being seen and borne by the society as a whole. Therefore, men, through taking responsibility upon themselves and working jointly in partnerships with women, are the first and formidable steps towards achievement of the goal of gender equality. Men have the capacity to bring about changes in attitude, relationships, and for access to resources and decision-making without which equality cannot be achieved. I would like to acknowledge the presence and participation of UNIFEM and NISTED for helping us to organize this meet. With these few words, I welcome you all to this roundtable. I hope that we have fruitful and not very agitated discussions, and we come up with a way forward to involve men in our strive for women's empowerment and gender equality. And once again, I would like to acknowledge the wholehearted initiative and support that we get from our Honourable Minister for taking our policies and schemes further and forward. Thank you. Thank you, David. With this, ma'am, I'd like Sushma Kumar, who is from UNIFEM, to say a few words, to give us a theme for the day, and also on what we are planning to do on this very important issue of say no to violence. Mr. Betty, I'd like you to introduce Sushma Kapoor ji to people because lots of people don't know.
तो हम हर एक का परिचय आपसे करवा देंगे ताकि आपकी जानकारी हो. So if you can introduce yourself this way.
Honorable Minister, Mr. Renuka Chaudhary, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Dr. Kiran Chadha, Joint Secretary, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sushma Kapoor, Deputy Regional Program Director at UNIFEM. It is a great pleasure for UNIFEM to co-host this roundtable with the Ministry of Women and Child Development. The initiative spearheaded by the Ministry is a very timely one. Violence against women is arguably the world's most prevalent, pervasive and systemic problem. But what is particularly alarming is the fact that despite